Hello guys, and welcome once again to the sewing workshop. Today I want to show you guys how to join your sleeve to your bodice. I got several complaints of people that try watch the video and try to follow it step by step, that they find it difficult when joining your sleeve to your bodice. Most of them have this joining around here, have some wrinkling and sort of it's not straight. So I decided to show you a very simple technique in order to just cover up that thing so that you won't be having gathers when you're joining your sleeve, and also in order to minimize your ruffle around your armhole right here, all those ruffle that used to like gather around the armhole. So I'll make a very simple trick in order to cover that. So without further ado, let's go straight into the tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. I'm back with more video now, back to back. I will be dropping it, so you get that. Let's get into the tutorial now. So this is it. As you can see, it's just a simple style. So here, so after the finishing of this outfit, this is what it's going to look like right here. And of the video that I made previously sometimes ago, you will see how I cut the armhole. So I'll show you guys how to join the sleeve, and as you can see, this is the sleeve wrist. That wrist side of the sleeve I already sewed the part, I already sew it inside, so it won't be obvious. So before I do the closing side, so here I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to place my sleeve here. First and foremost, I make a notch on the sleeve. You can see that. I'll place it right here. Place it right here, exactly at the same part of the notch that I make on this one. Also, I'll make sure the notch are facing each other. I'll make sure I'm sewing this is the front part and this is the back. I already chalk it. So I'll place the front facing the front. I mostly start my stitch from the first half of the notch, then I'll do the other side also, so that I will have a straight notch. I won't be finding a way to. So now I'll start the stitch. Make sure you are holding just the sleeve part. Just like that, just like so. Stretch it from just like that. So as you can see right here, I have just a little excessive around here. So I'll turn this over like this and start this one also. Just the sleeve. Sorry, let me show this again. So by doing it this way, I'm going to have the same excessive also here. So I'm having exactly the same thing I'm sewing at this side, from this side also at this side. So I'll be doing the same thing to this one. So if you don't see that previous one before, place your shoulder around here and make sure the front is facing the front of the fabric. So I'll place my notch side at the center point. I'm going to start the stitch also. I told you guys that I already fold my sleeve according to the sleeve measurement before I stitch it. That's how I mostly like to do my own. I already fold the wrist part, you can see, before I attach the sleeve to the bodice. So I'm just going to stitch this. This is just a simple technique I use in order to get a perfect stitch. As you can see, I also have this thing around here, a little bit of allowance, a little bit of excessive, sorry. So I'll do the same thing on this one also. Start the stitch right now. Just like that. So here I have a little bit of excess. So this is what my sleeve look like after the joining. As you can see, after the joining, this is what the sleeve look like, this is what the shoulder look like. You can see that here I have my 20 inches shoulder, 20 inch for the shoulder. Can you see that? Of my 20 inch for the shoulder. So now I'll show you guys how I'm going to close the bodice from the sleeve side straight downward. I'll show you how I will be closing bodice. So the very first thing you're going to do right now is I will check my chest measurement. For this particular outfit, the person measurement is 46, which will be 46 divided by 2, which will give me 23. So right here, as you can see, I have 23. So what I'll be sewing in of this outfit is going to be 1 and 2, which will be, and this is 45, let's say 45, which will be 2 inches from 1 inches from this side. This is minus that's 23 minus 2 inches. So those 2 inches, which is 4, 5, I'm going to divide 1 inches here and 1 inches at the other side. For the side vent, I already create a little bit of patch, like 1 inches here. So what I'll be folding inside here is going to be at 2 inches. So let's do that. So on the wrist, his wrist is going to be at 5 inches. The circumference is 10, which is 10 divided by 2 is going to give me 5 inches. So I'm going to start here, and his arm is 16. So instead of chalking it, I mostly don't chalk because I won't be able to wash the outfit after finishing. So I'm going to start from around that 5 1/4. Just add a 1/4 of an inch to it in order to have it to be able to go through the end. 5 3/4 first. So I'm going to start this straight. In order to allow this place to go inside the outfit, I mostly cut it straight at that part. It's going to give it a fitted feeling around that place. So I'm going to stitch it straight. Based on the way I already cut the sleeve, I make sure I added like around 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 1 inches around this side. So here, his arm is going to be 16 inches. From here, I'm going to measure my 16 inches, which is 8 inches. I'm going to start my stitches straight. So at this point, going to bend my outfit a little bit to the side. I'm going to take my 1 inches measurement, stitch it straight. So from here, I don't need to make a curve or anything. Just need to stitch straight down. And when I get to, just look at it, I need to stitch it straight down. Stitch it straight down. So when I get to this part, to this place, I'm going to stop my stitch. This will be the closing of the vents. Can you see that? So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side also. Don't forget, I'll be stitching 5 1/4 from the sleeve. Stitching 5 1/4. I'm going to stitch it straight. This is the main side that I used to measure in order to get my accuracy. At this side, measure your 8 inches. Let's give it a little bit of. Okay. Right here, also measure your 1 inches. Take your stitches down. So when I turn this, this is what it's going to look like. There will be a press button here. Press button will be here. So as you can see, as simple as A, B, and C. So after I give this a thorough ironing, perfect ironing, and I did the closing at this part and I did the hemming at this part, you won't be able to see any stitches. And I'm going to weave the whole of the inside. So that is it, and that is all on how to finish up senator outfits. That's how to do the closing. It's as simple as ABC. So when you take a measurement here, you're going to get exactly your 46 divided by 2, which is 23 inches. Can you see that? 23 inches. So that is it on all this one. Just iron it and do your weave, and that is it. I'll see you guys to my next video. Peace, and you enjoy yourself.